Hey y'all, so it's Tana with the Juice Box, and I'm doing a quick video on how to make chapati. It's the traditional flatbread of Uganda, East Africa, India. Lots of places make this bread, but I'm making it this day because I wanted it. I was craving it and just felt like, why not take an hour out of my day and make some bread? So I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to give you all the details so you can take some time to try to replicate this recipe. All right. So you need about a cup and a half of flour, then 1.5 tablespoons. The recipe is really easy. So 1.5, 1.5. Sorry, 1.5, 1.5, half. That's how you can remember it. Half a teaspoon of salt. If you like your chapati to be a little bit saltier, on the saltier side, or if you're gonna be using it as a bread to go with a soup or something, then you might not want as much salt. I don't like as much salt, so I'm only gonna do half a teaspoon of salt. Half a cup of water. I would say pour it in slowly so that you know when to stop, because you might not need the whole half a cup, or you may need a little more. But you want to produce a kind of dough that's not too sticky. So now I'm going to add some flour to my countertop because I'm going to start kneading, which you want to take your time with the kneading. Should be about 15 minutes worth of kneading. I know that was weird, but it needed it. I'm shooting my video for my recipe. Right there.
Oh. Hey.
So you're gonna need to let this sit wrapped up for at least 30 minutes to let it do its thing. You know what dough does. So you want to make sure that you flatten it out pretty good, because we're gonna be making a bunch of chapati, and to speed up the process, we're gonna have to take some shortcuts. Once it's flattened, you're gonna get your oil or your ghee or your butter or canola oil, vegetable oil, whatever oil you prefer. As I said, I prefer coconut oil, unrefined. Gives it that little sweetness, so you don't have to add any sugar if that's your thing. I didn't put any sugar in this. And you're gonna coat it, the top layer, with this oil. Just very lightly. You don't want too much. Just enough. So put a little shine on it. Roll it on itself, kind of forming a... I should have put flour down on this countertop, otherwise, yeah, lesson learned, guys. It's still fine. It's gonna be perfect, no matter what. But you're gonna roll it on itself, like a little cinnamon roll. I'm gonna put some flour down in a minute, y'all, because this is crazy. It's gonna be fine though. If you make the same mistake I do, it's not a big deal. Just take your time rolling it. Should be like that. Just like a little log with the oil inside, so you get all of the, you know, the crispy goodness that you're gonna get when you fry it up. That's gonna be there. So I'm gonna put some flour down, then we're gonna cut it up, and that's it. So, as I mentioned, you want to make sure you get that flour down, not too much, because you don't want your chapatis to burn. So you just want it to be able to not stick, which is what was happening before. But as you can see, it just took its shape right back to where it was. So we have our little beautiful log. We're gonna get a knife or a dough. What is this called, babe?
Dough cutter.
That's the technical term. You're gonna get your dough cutter, and I would say probably about 2 inches, maybe a little more, and you're gonna cut about that much.
Beautiful cuts.
Across. Thank you. Okay. Then this is the key part, because you want to have all of those layers. So you're gonna tuck it in on itself like that. And we're gonna let these sit over to the side. We already let it rest, so it's pretty fluffy. Has some good buoyancy. You like buoyancy? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're only gonna get 6 chapati out of this, but that's fine. We're a small family of 2. We don't need to eat that much bread. And like I said earlier, like I wanted to have a snack.
Family of 3.
Family of 3, but he doesn't get any. I wanted to have a snack, so I'm not planning on eating this for the rest of the week, just for today and tomorrow. So then once you have your little mounds of tucked in dough, we're gonna get those great layers and we're gonna roll these out. Okay, let it do its thing. Just keep turning it so you can get those nice round chapati. So we're down to the last one of the 6. We're gonna let these sit just for a little bit while I get the pan nice and hot. and then you'll see how that works out. Okay, so now you're going to make sure your pan is hot. You're gonna add, I would say either a canola oil or a vegetable oil, or what we're using is a grapeseed oil. I wouldn't use coconut oil because coconut oil actually has a high, what is it called? It burns.
Smoking point?
Yeah, high smoking point. So it's gonna burn more easily and you don't want that to happen. So I would say canola, vegetable oil, or grapeseed oil. Even olive oil would be good to use. So we'll let that warm up just a little bit more. The pan was already hot, but we're just gonna put it in, see what happens. And you don't even have to use the oil actually. You could do it by itself and then add your oil or butter afterward if you choose to. But I'm doing this just to get the ball rolling and see how it cooks. Even if it's not ready on the other side, you can keep flipping it just to make sure that it's cooked all the way through, and then you can get it golden brown to how you like it. Some people like theirs extra brown. I like my medium brown. That looks beautiful.
Medium brown like me.
Medium brown like you, babe. So yeah, keep flipping it. These are nice and soft and beautiful. Ooh, like this. I think this one is good. Good to go. Would you agree?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna make sure our kitchen towel is waiting to the side. Put it in there and make sure you wrap them up so that they keep their moisture. So that's gonna be it. All right, they're ready. They're ready to be eaten. They've been sitting in the towel for just maybe less than 2 minutes. We have our taste tester here. Oh, looks soft. Feels soft?
Feels soft, very soft. But still holds texture.
Soft and crunchy. Good?
I can dig it. Y'all just gotta go in and make sure that first bite wasn't deceiving you. So you gotta go for another one.
Stop. I'm glad you like them, babe.
Good job, babe.
Thank you. This was delicious, y'all. Yeah, so don't forget, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and check out our other platforms.